QuinteALIVE gets up close to a quick-witted man given to laughter, perhaps the key to his success. His vision has transformed Quinte West since he took the reins in 2006. This October 2014, he will relinquish his mayorship over to a new visionary. Aided by interviewer Dave Shoniker, we give you Mayor John Williams.
We're here with John Williams, Mayor of Quinte West. John, your term as mayor is coming to an end.
It is.
And what are some of the favorite things, favorite memories that you have of Quinte West and being the mayor?
Well, Dave, first of all, it's been, I must say, it's been a real honor and a pleasure to be able to do this for the last 8 years. You know, I was on council for 3 years before, back in 2000, 2003, and I always was looking forward, or hoped maybe someday to have an opportunity to get into the chair and be able to get some things done. And I got to tell you that I've been very fortunate to work with 12 councillors through my term who have all been very cooperative. We've got along pretty well, and I think we've got some stuff done. And I think the memories there will be the people, and you know, you won't, all the other stuff that goes with it, sometimes you will probably forget some of that, but I certainly will miss the people as far as both the city hall and staff and being able to do some of the things we did. So I think just the memories of being able to work in this job, to be able to have relationships with the base and people in the community and be able to get some things done, I think that's what I'll remember the most.
You made a lot of good friends here. I know that you and Colonel Friday were
Yeah.
quite a pair.
Yeah.
You enjoyed his company.
Yes,
and,
Colonel Friday and also Colonel Hood, Mike, who's now a general, still very good friends with him, and also Dave Cochran, Colonel Cochran, and now Colonel Olkin. It's been a, you know, I think the good thing about Quinte West is you have the 8-wing here, and it gives you an opportunity to be involved with the military that a lot of cities don't have. So we developed it's been good between the base and the city back to the base, so we've developed a lot of good things happening back and forth. 8-wing's a huge part of our community, right? I mean, it's not just for the...
Great employer.
Yeah, for the employee, and then of course there's a lot of revenue, but more importantly than that, it's just a lot of good things going on out there. We're very fortunate to have 8-wing in our community.
There's a couple other questions I want to ask you, but tell us about your trip up north.
Yeah, so we went up to Alert. I've actually had the opportunity to go up there twice, and went on a C-17 one time, landed there in the middle of January, and got out on a bombardier out to middle of nowhere, out to a weather station. The farthest inhabited place in the world is Alert. You know, fantastic house.
Did you get cold feet while you were up there?
No, I was actually pretty good.
Nice and toasty?
We were normally in the bar most nights, Dave, and they had a bell up there, and if
Well,
you
if I
rang
was
it,
with you, that's where we'd be.
you rang a bell and you had to buy everybody a drink. So anyhow, we had a good time, and you know, a lot of personnel up there for 6 months at a time. So again, you know, who would have that opportunity without being in this job? So I appreciate the military
Exactly.
including me in that.
The memorial.
Yeah.
How did that all get started with Hugh O'Neill? And
Yeah,
yourself?
so you know, we went through a lot of repats here, right? And I think I was to everyone at the fence. I remember I first got elected in 2006, and I remember, I think it was that December, we went out, or the next year, and it was like 4 of them. It was a cold, cold night in December. I remember we were there for hours and hours. Anyhow, so we felt it was important that we be there, you know, and a lot of community come out, and Legion members and all kinds of people. So, you know, saw all kinds of that, saw the families, and, you know, Hugh O'Neill saw all that too, and I remember he came to me one day and he said, you know, we should do something as a city to recognize that sacrifice and something that civilians could do. So, put together a committee of people and, you know, went and looked at some locations and, you know.
It's a beautiful location.
Yeah, great location.
Down by the bay.
Down by the bay, right on the
peaceful.
water, yep. That's part of why we looked at it that. And then we, you know, we said, well, we got to go out and raise this money, and we wanted it to be about, you know, civilians and non-government money. That was the whole idea. So we put a campaign together, got a great bunch of people, and went out and raised about $1.2 million, which came from coast to coast to coast, and there was $100, and one group gave us 200,000. Others, we had a coin.
Coin, yes.
Which we were out there. We received some money from that. So, yeah, it was, you know what, it's something I think that'll be here obviously for forever, I hope. City will maintain it, but I think you'll see that it'll, you know, we're very proud of what it is.
It's
And of course, the
definitely beautiful.
place where we can come and reflect and people can remember the sacrifice.
Exactly. John, like I know there's been many projects that you've been involved in. Is there one that you're most proud of? I know
Yeah, I
the
think,
memorial is
yeah,
definitely one.
the memorial's pretty important. Of course, the YMCA, the Y, which we were able to put together, a lot of work in our downtown and revitalization that
I
we
think
did.
you were the first, sorry to interrupt, but I think you were the first member, if I'm not wrong,
Of the Y.
of the Y.
Yeah, it was, yeah, I don't get there.
001?
Yeah, that's about as many times as I've been there lately, but anyhow, I don't get there as often. I know you get there quite a bit. And,
My
I
wife.
see your wife there, yes,
Yes,
you drop her off. But anyhow, we've had a great facility, a lot of good work done in the thing, and of course, you know, and now though, sort of what we're trying to finish off with, which was a vision that we had 6-7 years ago, was our Marina. The project's now been approved. We're looking for the designs this week. We're gonna bring them to the Economic Development Committee so they can look at them. And then we're gonna put the tenders out probably the end of May and start the project. One of those things that's been talked about for years and years in Quinte West and in Trenton. And, you know, a lot of people look at it different ways, and I understand there's two sides of this, but we firmly believe, we've done our homework, that this, being done right, and we're gonna do it right, first-class facility, will attract, we think, the right kind of clientele, which will encourage more business in our downtown, bring more money to the city, and we think in the long term, it's a good project. So, that's the last sort of thing that I wanna see done. We'll have it done this fall. But it's all about, from the very beginning, and you know, Dave, you helped with a lot of this in the vision too, was, you know, when I first got here, people would say, well, you know, Quinte West will never be any more than it was. You know, it's what it is, you know, it can't be any better, it can't be this, and I said, well, yeah, that's fine, that's one way to look at it. Or, we get a group of people like you guys together, which is economic development, think about ideas we can make things better. Everything from signage, you know, we wanted to present ourselves better. We cleaned up some of the areas that we felt, got rid of some graffiti, you know, put a small transportation bus service in, tried to build a YMCA, make ourselves, what we think, sort of pick ourselves up. And I think we've done that, and a lot of it's come from, you know, the public seeing that opportunity was there. So, at the end of the day, if we made Quinte West a better place, right, for people to hopefully come and visit and live and do, and, you know, enjoy, the activities they have, then I think we've done our job. But I say it 100 times, it's not about me, it's about a group that we've been able to work with, and you're a big part of that too.
Well, I thank you for that, John. I was very pleased that I was asked to be a part of it.
You know, look at the mural, you know, we had a beautiful mural which you and Wendy put together
It's
down.
not about me, John.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, there's an example though, Dave, and I use that in the other things that we've done in the city, where a group of people, right, they didn't have to do this, they didn't, you know, but they saw a vision there. You saw a vision with the mural, and you and Wendy went out and you raised the money. And there were many times I know when you could have said, you know what, I'm not doing this because it's not happened right, but you did it. And, you know, I've seen that happen in different areas of the city where people have taken on these kind of things and made them happen. We've got a beautiful mural now downtown, which is just, when you come over the bridge, it's fantastic. So it's just an example of, that's why I say that, it's not just about this office, but people that are recognize that those kind of things can be done. Same way the mural was done, or the memorial was done with volunteers
Exactly.
who just saw an opportunity, said, we're gonna go out and make some stuff happen. So, it's been good.
And another thing too, I ran into Councillor Keith Reed and Frankfurt. I mean, that village
Yep.
looks really, really nice.
Yeah,
There's
we got
that's
more
going
work
to be
done, we got a big
But they've
downtown
got the
project.
splash pad out there.
Splash Pad redid
They have
the
the-
park,
the park
which
is
was
excellent.
which was, again, terrible. The facility was there, so we redid
Yeah.
that. Done a lot of road work there too. Now we're gonna do, we put a new municipal building, we redid the municipal building, put
That's
a new library on which is beautiful out there now. We're gonna now do the downtown this summer, the streets and stuff, and try to streetscape that too, so we're, you know, yeah, it's all about, but it's a group, I'll tell you, Dave, that see the vision, and they wanna work with you to get it done too.
Exactly.
I don't get, you know, wow, we don't wanna do that, and it's never been about, wow, we do that in Frankfurt, we gotta do something, we don't get that.
No.
We're gonna do it in Quinte West, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do some in Frankfurt, do some in Trenton, do some in Murray, do some in Sydney.
Exactly.
But I don't get any of this, you know, wow, if we're gonna spend that, we should spend something else. So that's made things happen.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a definite improvement to the city. I mean, I was born and raised here, John, and I've seen the city go through its ups and downs. But I must admit, these last 8 years have been wonderful. Things have moved forward, and you've got a lot to be proud of.
Well, we do
here
it together. I
John,
say
that's
we
for
have.
sure.
We've had a good run, and now I think it's time to you know, I strongly believe, Dave, and I've done this with other things, whether I've been involved with, you know, other groups, you know, and stuff like that. I find you do the best you can for a period of time, and then it's time to get out and let somebody else get in there and take a run at it. I think where guys make a mistake, and ladies sometimes, is they get into something, they go and go and go until finally they run out of gas, and then somebody's got to say to you, you know, it's time to go. That's not the way I think you. And you do. You get tired. You run out of ideas. You need new blood. So that's where I think, you know, when I say I'm going to go, it's I want to get this done. But then, you know, let somebody else, let other people come on the table and bring their vision and stuff. And I would hope going forward that some of these things continue. Right?
I hope so. Yeah. I really do, John. And I know what your schedule is like, and I just want the people of Quinte West to realize that. You know, when you leave here at 4:30, you're not going home.
No.
You're going to a meeting, or you're here for a meeting, or you know, you're opening up another business, which is great.
Yeah.
But you're always on the go, John. And on the weekends, I don't know how Heather puts up with you.
No, I don't know how she does. We don't know that either, David. That's another subject. So.
Exactly.
But I'm glad you brought it up, though.
Yes,
I sort of ask that of Susan every time I see her, too. Right? And then she goes on for half an hour and I go, oh, Susan, I gotta go. I can't listen.
God, we love them, don't we?
We do.
We
do.
We really do.
Yeah, I think
But
God,
that
she's
brings
looking
me up
after
to
you.
another question.
Yes.
Okay, so what's on the burner after you leave in October? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? You know what? I'm not really sure. One thing, I gotta clean my garage out. It's pretty bad. Maybe you come up and give me a hand.
Do you still
I
have the
know.
old car there?
No, I don't. But I have a garage, and it
It's a
needs
beautiful garage, by the way.
some work. And by the way, you'll have to bring that favorite beverage
Yes.
that you have over at Smoke Whitney's every afternoon.
Mr.
I
Gibson.
understand.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Gibson will work.
Yes.
No, you know what? It's
medical purposes.
Yes, I know that, and there's a lot of them. But no, just you know, just get some time to you know, get your head around stuff. And you know, we got some hotels that we're still operating, and we're opening up a new one in the fall. And so you know what? It'd be nice, and just to sort of have time, like you said, where you're not being scheduled. And hey, you know what? I say to people, nobody forces you to do this job. You know, you recognize when you get into it what it demands, and I feel, you know, you should. That's part of the job, you know, and I love a lot of that stuff that happens on the weekends, events and stuff that we go to, and so I think that's important that you know, you do the job, but you do it because you like doing that part of it.
Exactly. Christmas parade.
Yeah, Christmas
I can
parade.
remember us down there, and it's cold.
It's cold, yep. But we
there
had
you were.
Mr. Gibson with us, didn't we?
Well, I didn't.
No, we didn't have him.
I didn't tell my wife that,
No, that's right. We
but,
didn't have him.
I
It
was
was
suffering.
the captain. But anyhow, no,
The rum, right?
I'm just kidding.
No,
Just kidding.
No, you are.
No,
wrong.
I know. Anyhow, we've had a lot of good times.
So after October.
After the garage.
After the
Yeah,
garage.
after the garage.
Oh, I may not get out of the garage.
Yeah.
No, we got the hotels and.
Well, you can have Jack over.
Yeah, Jack Ben,
Jack over.
grandson. He's a great little boy. He's just a year old, so of course Heather have him for 1 day a week. But yeah, that's fantastic, and
Yeah.
you know, just to have a bit of life where you're not being scheduled probably would be a big
Exactly,
change for us. But
I hear a rumor that you have another.
yeah,
grandchild
there's
on the
another
way.
one. He's it's a boy. He's coming in
This is
August.
not Brad we're talking about.
No,
This
he's another case. We haven't got time to get into that.
No,
I
I'll
told
tell
you
you.
that.
I'll
I'm
tell
glad
you a
you brought
little
it up,
story
though.
though.
Oh, good.
I ran into him. I was down to the hotel there, and I was asking.
By the way, would you give me that key back? I gave you
Yes.
last year?
But I was talking to Brad there,
Yes.
and I was saying, well, listen, when are you going to get married? And he wanted to know if I was talking to your mother. Because she's always...
Yeah,
She's
well,
always
you know, he's 30
news about
some
that.
years old, but you know what? That's
and he's a great kid.
he's having a great time and
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah, and Ryan, too.
Ryan's doing
Just
well, and yeah,
does so
we're,
many good things for
yeah, Ryan's
Quinte
involved in tourism.
region,
Yeah, tourism.
which
and, Yeah, Ryan
Which
has
is
a bit
real
of that,
positive.
politics in him, he likes that kind of stuff,
Think he
they're-
might
they're
run
both
for
good.
council
I
in,
think
Belleville?
someday he probably will, and,
Good.
Brad isn't interested, and he does some other things. And
No, he just
talks
wants to
the
run
board,
the
so
hotels.
He likes the hotel business.
He and Ronnie would be.
Yeah.
They're a good pair.
Yeah, that's right.
They're a good
Right.
pair. So, okay, so you're excited about the new hotel?
Yeah,
opening
new
up on
hotel's
Bell?
gonna
Looks
open
great.
up in November sometime, so, yeah, lots of excitement there and stuff, so. But as I said, it's, I think you probably won't recognize all the stuff you probably miss in this job till you're out of it, right? I mean, I think it's like you retire, but I said to somebody the other day, there's a lady retiring here at City Hall, and I said, it's not the work you'll
Yep.
you'll forget, or,
It's the
what
guys.
you'll miss. It's not the phone calls and all that kind of stuff, it's the people, right? 'Cause
Exactly.
there's a bunch of people working here and people you deal with every day, but it'll change, things will change, other things will happen, and life goes on, so I think that's the way it works.
John, we're fortunate in this city, and like I'm not running for council or anything, but I gotta tell you that the people that I've ever had to deal with here at City Hall, whether it has something to do with parks or
Yeah.
something special that Councilor Whitney and I are working on, we always have the support, and we may not get everything we want, but the city does really help us get some of the things that
Well,
we
you got a
do.
good bunch, just like Councilor
Yeah.
Whitney, I talk about him,
Good
Doug's a
guy.
worker,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of our council that are, and they, they wanna see things done, so you don't get a lot of pushback, it's just how can we get there, and I think that says a lot for them too, so. And I said, I thank, you guys on the committee and other people that have helped me, because, without that drive coming that way, we wouldn't get there, so it's been a treat all the way around.
So,
Well-
Mr.
And
Mayor,
on that note, what's that?
well, Mr. Mayor, I don't want to impose on your follower,
Yes.
whoever that might be in
Right.
October, but what visions do you have for Quinte West 10
Well,
years, 10 years from now?
Yeah, so we have a 10-year plan that we did up,
Uh-huh.
actually did it up about 5-6 years ago, and we've been following that plan. So in that plan in the future are things like fire halls and police stations and we hope that, the type of stuff that we've been doing in the downtowns and stuff will encourage more. I hope, I really do hope that things like the Marina encourage more residential downtown, and we think that will, and that's good. If you go to Coburg, you'll see the results.
Oh,
So that brings more people, brings more money, it
Right.
helps to pick the community up. So I think that's what I'd like to see. And of course, I'll have a lot invested in getting to that point, so I wanna hope to see that continues. And I think that whoever takes this chair, hopefully, will follow that same and get a group around him or her that'll continue that, right? Because I think you'll see some of the members that are there now will continue, and I know, talking to some of them, I think they will want to see that vision keep going. So I think if we can encourage that in the future, but we have a plan, and I think that's the important thing. It's a 10-year plan, and it has certain things in it, and so far we've been hitting those targets pretty good.
We've got the new municipal yard coming online
Yes,
too,
big
right?
yard,
That's gonna,
huge. Yeah, it's up in the industrial park. That'll be probably the end of 15, you'll see that.
it's nice having it all under one roof, John. I think that's just a
Yeah, some
great
people, I
idea.
think when you see it done, and I think again, it shows, and it's the way you want your city to look and what. So you got nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. You got these, places over in Pelham, which is an old fallen down building, and there's not a proper washrooms in there, and the lunch facilities. So, is that what you want for? No, come on. I mean, you want something that you're proud of, looking after your equipment well and stuff like that. So that's going to happen. So I think it's hopefully that same type of vision that'll continue in the future, and they just got to make sure that they got that vision and you don't ever lose it. So
You're,
Yeah, I think you've succeeded with that. I think people have a lot of pride in Quinte West now. In fact, Mayor Ellis continually mentions
yeah.
your accomplishments.
Well, and they've done some good stuff too, and and again, it's hard to do it all in a
Neil's a good guy too.
short period. There's a lot of stuff that happens, but I think in our case, I just remember this comment. I remember it 7, 8, when you probably were 9 years ago, and this person said, "Well, you know what, Trenton is this, or Quinte West
That's
is this,
right.
and it's never going to be any more, and you'll
That's
never do
right.
anything with it." And I said, "Yeah, okay, we can go that way if you want, or."
Sure.
You can get a group of people that think we could do something, and we go after it and try to make it better, and I think that's what we try to do. And I got lots of people that can be negative. There's lots of them
That's
that'll
right.
do that for me, so I got to sort of push them aside and say, what can we do? But, you know, Dave Shoniker and other guys and other ladies who sat around the table encourage us, come up with ideas, look, and that's what makes these things happen. I don't know
Chairman
how many-
Whitley did a tremendous job with that committee, John.
Yeah, Paul,
Paul
but you know,
runs a
but
good
again, you
committee.
had different guys on there that saw opportunities and made things happen.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff, and where, you know, volunteers like the splash pad in Frankfurt.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
was put together by volunteers. Linda Reed and the committee went out and raised the money, got it done, right? And, you know, Memorial's another one. Raised the money, got it done. You did the mural, raised the money, got it done. There's a number of things that were done with volunteers that, you know, just wouldn't happen otherwise.
Well,
So,
it makes the city work, and we enjoy doing it for you, John.
no, all it's done for me, it was for you. Well, okay, Dave, well, thanks very much. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Well,
And,
thank you.
And
I just
get
wanted to
your
give-
hand off my knee, what?
Yeah, I just wanted to give one little call out to the guys that took away all the snow this year. We got hammered.
Yeah, we did.
And,
You got hammered the other day, I heard, but
Yeah,
so did I.
but honestly.
Just kidding.
Those guys, John, this winter was really.
Yeah, no, it was the worst I think
And,
it's been
and they
in
did
30 years,
really,
probably.
really, they just did a
Well,
great
we had
job.
ice right on top of the,
Oh,
you know,
that's
they had the
true.
snow,
It
and then
was.
we had, look at the water we've had, and, you know, luckily the Trent's settling down now,
Yeah.
but, yeah, it's been tough, and it's tough in the park. And that's the other thing, I forget about all this stuff, but, you know, Christmas Fantasy, down in Fraser Park. You, Smoke,
Yeah.
you know, Everett, and Ross.
Ross.
A group of 4 or 5 people come together, put that park together, fantastic. People come from all over to
No.
see
Better
it.
not forget Mike Martin.
And Mike Morton, yeah.
He won't give you any rum.
No,
when you
I know,
stop
but,
in his
and Mike,
place.
well, glad
We
you
can't do that.
But, you know, there's a group of people that
Drive
come
along
together.
Highway number 2 there, look in the garage, and you might just see us
Yeah.
there taking,
Libation.
yes.
But there's another example, and you know, I say this because in a lot of communities, they have to pay, they do, they pay, you know, public works guys or whoever to go do that. Quinte West is fortunate, there's another example of a group of guys get together, put all the stuff out there, you know, they have a bit of fun doing it.
Yep.
But it's fantastic, so
It is.
it's another
I
example
don't,
of
I
community
can't,
support.
I can't think of another Christmas park that looks as beautiful.
We try to.
Well, you
get a
got
little something.
Frankfurt does a nice
It
job
does,
too, don't
yes.
get me
Oh,
wrong.
okay,
Frank-
sorry.
Frankfurt does a nice
We
job too.
exchange ideas.
And
Politically
Belleville's,
correct.
now getting into the game too, but
Yes.
as I said,
I just want to mention that.
Yeah.
Ross went down and checked the Belleville.
Yeah.
They copied us.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Everything that we had, they had.
Good.
This
Well,
is the
Except for
reality
Thomas
segment.
the Train,
well,
which they didn't have.
they're trying to learn.
So
I told you
that says kudos to
That
our
says
gang,
great
yeah,
for us.
Sure,
Oh,
for
dear.
And
sure.
the fact that you did it, you know, I don't want to pick on one or the other, but the fact all that's done with volunteers. That's the point. Same with Frankfurt. It's all volunteers.
Sometimes, you know, there's a zeitgeist where 2 people come up with the same idea.
Yeah,
And,
no,
What can you do?
I don't believe that for a
I
minute.
think
They
you
came
know,
up
and it
checked
works
ours
both
out.
ways. We've
Yeah.
had stuff the other way, so we have a good relationship with Belleville. We have a
You
good
do.
relationship with the county and a good relationship with Brighton. So
I know.
the group has been brought together a little.
We
a
should
little
all
better,
merge,
too.
right?
Well, I don't know
No.
if that's going to happen. Not when I'm around, but anyway.
You know,
Anyhow, it's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. I've got a cute little anecdote for you. One day I was driving over the bridge and I thought, God, the lampposts need some painting.
Oh, yeah.
And this is how much Quinte West is on the ball. I am not kidding you. I told Dave this story. The next day I drove over the bridge. There was a guy hanging from the lamppost painting them. The
Really?
very next day, I
Very
started looking for a bug in my car. So that's how on the ball Quinte West has been at making
Good
this
stuff.
town
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
good. That's
You've done
good
a
story.
great job.
That's a
people
good
here.
story.
Great
And,
people.
yeah, everybody wears you well, Mr.
Yeah.
Mayor.
No,
And
that's
we
good.
thank you, and,
No, it's been a pleasure.
you know,
Been a slice.